Yemoshini enko the border towns no na yembisa se yenko voter wage yembisa se anyebia no ene how are things like our aflawo yeni Charles Epiphany ending komo. Charles, good morning and thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning to you and your listeners.
Can you paint a picture for us the situation where you are after the president's announcement that the border has been opened and that the nose masks was no longer mandatory?
Yeah, thank you very much. It was welcome news for the community dwellers here because they were anticipating it for a very, very long time. A lot of people depend on Togo to feed the home. Since the closure of the border 2 years ago, they've been home. They've not been going to Togo. And it has taken a toll on them economically. So last night, they were expecting nothing than the president's announcement that the borders will now be open. So immediately they heard that from the president. A lot of people were jubilating that at long last, the battle is over. They will be going back to Togo to do their normal activities. In fact, when you look at some people, they feel that even though the impact the COVID-19 has had on them till this time, they will not be able to turn things around immediately. They believe that they can start now and maybe by 2 or 3 months, things will return to normality for them. So the general atmosphere here in Keru South is that people have welcomed the news that the border will now be open to human traffic. And I believe that when it is officially open in about 5 minutes time, because they open it at 7 o'clock, when it is officially open, then you will see people crossing to and from Togo. So that's what we are expecting during the day. And since today is day one, we expect pressure at the border. We have 2 legal routes here at Aflau, the main border and then the benign border. The benign border is the small one, and the main border, as you know, is big, so a lot of people usually pass there. But for the benign border, people who are community dwellers usually use that route. Those who come outside, those who come from outside Aflau, usually use the main border. So during the course of the day, we expect pressure to be on the main border than the benign border. So generally, it is a good news. It is a welcome news for the people here in Aflau.
Now, the expectation is that health officials would be there to ensure that they check the vaccination cards of businessmen or traders who will be commuting between Ghana and Togo. In that respect, are you able to tell us whether there is any change at all at the border signifying the presence of these health officials?
Sure. Even though this morning, to be frank, I didn't check most of the things. For the past 1 week, I have been seeing some changes showing clearly that the borders will be open. So I might say the immigration officials, they are prepared before even the announcements by the president last night. So when you look at the preparation that they go through in terms of making sure that the route that we pass to Togo and the one that we pass from Togo, they will put some of the thermometer guns there and be checking people. They will make sure that those who are not fully vaccinated will not cross, and other things that will help so that no one will just bring the virus into the country and then infect the citizenry. I believe that they are well prepared, and this morning they will be effective with all that they've prepared with. So let's see how they will go about it. For me, I would say that for the past 1 week, I have seen changes at the border showing that they are preparing towards something uncommon, and that since the president announced yesterday, I've realized that they were preparing towards yesterday's announcement.
All right. The final question has to do with a sense of the sort of business the people do, seeing that this whole cry for the border to be open, what really do they trade in?
Yeah, that question again.
I'm asking that the towns along the border who are clamoring for the reopening of the borders, I'm asking what kind of business they do, what kind of stuff they trade in.
Yeah, most of them deal in petty trading. And when you listen to them early morning around 6 a.m. thereabouts, I met some of them when I was going to work. They are saying that, yes, it is a welcome news. They will go back to Togo and then buy stuff and then come back and then sell bets. They are worried about the exchange rate. So even though the border is now open and people are anticipating to go to Togo, buy things and come back and sell in Ghana, they are very worried that at this moment, the exchange rate is not favorable. That's the city to safer. And they believe that if government can do something about it, they will be really, really glad. I talked to some people that they will not feel the immediate impact. In fact, we will be seeing some signals in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So they should just come. They should just go to Togo, buy their food stuff, sell it at a rate that maybe they can also get something small, and then we all move.
All right. Charles, thank you for the updates from the border this morning.
Thank you, too.
And that's Charles Epiphany joining us this morning live on the show.